Well, hi folks. I guess I can say welcome to Sty's Kitchen. What I'm doing today is I'm prepping a challenge. I went and agreed to do a challenge, and it's a spicy one, a hot and spicy one. I don't know how this is gonna go. What I'm doing now, right now, is prepping a recipe. After it's done, and after it's completely cooled off, it'll be going in the cooler overnight, and tomorrow afternoon, about this same time, about 5 o'clock in the evening, I will be sitting down and try to eat this. See how much of it I can eat. It's super hot. Okay? We'll see how it goes, right? Okay, but I thought I'll show. Oh, just had to get a little something off of my pan there. Aha. Better have myself a paper towel handy. I'm out at camp, and that's where we're doing this video. I'm out at Birch Grove, Chequamegon National Forest, northern Wisconsin. And this video, I am doing this, you could say, for Spice and Easy. And this is what we're having. Okay, it's the Spice and Easy Curry in a Hurry, the REAPER XX. Now these folks are out of the UK, and they have all kinds of wonderful recipes you can buy in packets like this. Now, you look at this, it's got all of the ingredients. It's got all of the ingredients, waving at some folks that are going past my campsite, necessary for this whole complete recipe, all in this one pouch. Now, there's the instructions on how to prep this. Now, the first thing you do is you have to, I guess you'd say, you need to use about 3/4 of a pound of meat. I chose chicken, and it says to seal it, and I think what they mean over here in the US is like to braise it or to, you know, sear it, and then set it aside. You can cube it up, but set it aside, and then it'll go into the dish later. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to cook it pretty close to done. Okay? I'm going to sear it in a pan. I'm going to cube it up, sear it in a pan, and cook it till it's basically done. Because it's chicken, I want to make sure it's good and cooked. And then the step where it goes into the recipe will, it won't have to cook quite as long, but it's going to marinate all night, and then tomorrow it'll be reheated. So with that, I'm going to turn one of these cameras is going to catch me searing the chicken, and I get this pan hot. I was going to do this over the campfire. We've got 25-mile-an-hour winds constantly today. There are no fires. We're not going to start any fires today. Now I'm using cast iron, strictly cast iron. I have a cast iron frying pan and I have a cast iron Dutch oven. I'm using a wood spatula for doing my actual cooking because I don't want to scrape the seasoning out of my pans. Gotta make sure this gets good and hot. While that's getting hot, I'm gonna prep this chicken. Now, you'll see I'm using my good old bushcrafting knife for prepping my chicken. So let's move the camera and we'll get this chicken in the pan. Now the recipe calls for 3/4 of a pound of meat. You can use any meat you want according to the recipe. Chicken, beef, whatever, lamb, whatever. And I am using chicken, but I've got more than 3/4 of a pound. So I'm going to prepare the equivalent to 3/4 of a pound of the chicken I have, and that leaves me one extra chicken breast that I will be cooking for my dinner later tonight. The next thing I need to do is I need to dice up an onion. There we go, the chicken's looking good. Now the recipe called for 1 medium-sized onion. Now, based on the amount of ingredients, I would say that this whole recipe actually could easily serve 4 people. Now I'm going to want to heat these onions up. I'll turn this a little more. There we go. I'm going to want to warm these onions up till they start getting soft. Another ingredient is tomato puree, okay? And the recipe calls for about half of this can, 3 ounces. So I gotta open that. Now this video might seem a bit long. There's probably some editing that occurred, but I wanted you folks to see that I'm prepping this per the recipe. It says to fry the finely chopped onions until soft. It won't take long in this Dutch oven for those to start softening up in there. That cast iron once it comes to temp. Then it said to, okay, I did the meat. Just set it aside until you get to the end of it. The meat will go in at the very end. Onions are starting to sizzle. Okay, and then after these are done, I'll be adding the spice pack, a little bit of water, stir it up, get it stirred real good, mixed. Then I add the tomato puree. And that's it. Then I just simmer it for a while till the sauce reduces and thickens. Then I'll cook it on a very low heat for a while. Then I'll shut it down, let it cool off, put it in the cooler, and I'll be warming it back up tomorrow to eat it. We'll see how much I can eat of it tomorrow. Okay, we'll take a little pause here. Oh, excuse me. We're going to take a little pause here and let these onions cook a bit. I won't bore you with watching onions cook. And I'll bring you right back when I'm getting ready to take the next step. Okay, these onions are just, to me, they're just about right. They browned a little bit, they're softening up. They should be great. And they'll cook some more, of course, once everything's in there. Now, the instructions for this spice kit says right away, open carefully, wear gloves when handling, do not get on skin, do not smell the dry ingredients, do not breathe in the fumes while cooking. That's why out here in the open air is nice. And keep the room well ventilated and wash your hands after cooking. So, I'm following their advice. I put on some gloves. Now it says to add, whoop, I'm going to turn this down just a little. There we go. Now I add the spice packet. Here we go. Add the spice packet. Wow. Wow. Oh, I can see all the, oh man, there's all kinds of reaper seeds in there. Oh, that's going to be hot. Now, supposed to stir that and add a splash of water. We'll get this stirred up. Oh yeah, we need a splash of water for sure. There we go. Oh lordy. I got some of the steam. Oh boy. Got some of the steam from it right in my face. Wow. Yeah, that's potent stuff. Oh, you can smell it. Even though I'm out in the open air, I got a breeze coming through here blowing that direction away from me. Woo, still hitting me. Okay. Okay, little more water, until a paste is formed, it says. Oh, I think I could use more. There we go. Whoa, that's some potent stuff. Whoa, whoa. It smells good, but oh, spicy? Wow. Okay, so there's a paste. Now it says to add the tomato puree, which is about a half a can. A little bit more. There's about half a can. Well, no. There we go. Hey, just stir that around. Oh, that stuff gave me kind of a runny nose. That spicy smell. Boy, they're not kidding. Don't be breathing in those fumes. Get that tomato puree mixed in there good. Oh, you can just see the pepper seeds in it. Woo. Okay, got it at that point. Now I'm supposed to add a bunch of water. There we go. It's supposed to be about a half a pint. And now I'm supposed to add the meat. I'm splashing all over the place. Okay, the meat has been added. Now, I'm going to let that cook itself down and thicken up. And there it is, folks. Oh boy, that'll thicken up. And that should be pretty doggone hot. And I shall be eating this tomorrow afternoon. So there you are. I'm not going to bore you with it cooking down. You'll see tomorrow when I do the video of eating it, the end product. So don't miss that video, folks. Just don't miss it. You're going to want to see it. You are absolutely going to want to see it. So until later, guys. Hey, see if I can do this. There we go. till later, guys. I want to thank you for hanging out in Sty's backwoods kitchen, making this challenge up. It's going to be something else. I know it is. It's going to be hot, hot, hot. I'm going to prep myself. I'm going to have a couple of sandwiches or something before I even get close to eating this, just so I got something on my stomach. I don't want this burning my stomach up. So it should be interesting. It should be very interesting. So until the next video, when we chow this down, you all take care of yourselves, okay? Promise me. And you all have a very nice day. Bye-bye.